Come on, Arthur. This is our time.
Hey guys, Society Reviews here with my review of the film Arthur the King. It's not hard to win over audiences with a story between a man and a canine. When it comes to Hollywood cinema, it's pretty straightforward to pull the heartstrings of the viewers by telling a heartwarming story about a man's relationship with his dog. This is not to say that Mark Wahlberg found a way to screw up this formula, it's only meant to say that the bar is not very high when it comes to achieving that goal. At this point in Mark Wahlberg's career, you pretty much know what you're going to get out of him. He isn't going to surprise you with an Academy Award winning performance, but he won't be as bad as he was in The Happening. Wahlberg has found favor in his career when he can tell a real life story and bring it to the big screen. Films such as Deepwater Horizon, Patriots Day, and Father Stu have proven over and over again over the last couple of years Wahlberg can be good if you put him in the right project. So it should be a layup for Wahlberg to do the same thing in a film entitled Arthur the King, where moviegoers should go into with a pretty good mood. Arthur the King is the story of a selfish, competitive man named Michael Light who suffers defeat in 3 consecutive World Racing Championships in Costa Rica. Michael is a man who knows how to win, he just doesn't have the ability. Michael's inability to work well with others cost his team several championships to the point where sponsors no longer want to grant him money as they see him as a losing investment. He manages to find an investor who is willing to sponsor him, however, he must bring back one of his old teammates into the fold in order to get the cash. With one last chance to prove himself to the world that he can win on the grand stage, Michael assembles his best team to date. However, the team gets an unexpected member in the form of a stray dog who follows him throughout the jungles of the Dominican Republic. When the dog shows more resolve than the rest of the team, Michael takes an even stronger liking to him as the race becomes a little bit more about winning. The best way to describe this movie is serviceable. As mentioned earlier, you're not going to get any new tricks out of Mark Wahlberg at this stage of his career. At this point in his career, Wahlberg is only good as the people around him, both in front and behind the camera. Arthur the Dog showcases some notable faces such as Simu Liu, who you guys know from the Shang-Chi movies, and Natalie Emmanuel, known for her work in the Fast and Furious franchise. The problem is their characters are very one-note and one-dimensional. The actors aren't given much to work with in order to bring their characters' life to the story. Behind the scenes, you have writer Michael Brandt, who's known for his work on the various NBC Chicago television shows, along with Simon Jones, who is known for working a few projects with Wahlberg in the past. The film hedges its bets on the audience being sold and thrilled by the relationship between Wahlberg's character and his canine companion, that a lot of the flaws in the movie fall in between the cracks. The problem is the canine character is not present for as much of the film as you would think. When the dog is absent for the movie, the film comes off as a generic adventure film, similar to bringing the CBS show The Amazing Race to life. Arthur the King is a film that is right down the middle, which makes it a mediocre film at best. A film that is not bad enough to be terrible, but not good enough to be memorable is a film that is only good for one viewing and not much else. Arthur the King is a film that people are going to be desperate for a heartwarming film in the movie theaters, however, I doubt your desperation is going to match the effort that was given in this movie. I give this film a 2.5 out of 5.
What is it, boy? Oh, God. Can't believe I almost walked right off that cliff. Extra meatballs for you, my friend.